Okay, so this is my final project for RIA II. It is an Overwatch dex, which is basically just a collection of Overwatch characters and some stats about them. So I'm just going to go through kind of the site and some of the functionality and the requirements for the assignment. So it does render a large list of characters that's all stored in my MongoDB database. I'm storing their names, the image URLs, some more details, a quote, and whatnot, and rendering it with using a Vue.js client on the front end to basically loop through all the items in the characters array and display each of those characters. I am also using Node.js and npm for my server side, and also I'm using GraphQL for kind of the GraphQL version with Prisma and Nexus. So basically the app is just separated into two kind of versions of itself, one using a REST API and one using the GraphQL Prisma server version of it. So this is one GET request here, just grabbing the whole list of characters. And then you can also filter by class if you want to just do damage. That's another GET request. And then you can also filter by just a specific character. Say Doomfists, and that's also a specific GET request. It's calling a specific endpoint based on the character that's here in this drop down. And then you can also click on the character to get a more detailed section that'll give you just kind of a couple more stats about him. And then this is where you would edit and delete characters. So I'll just run you through adding a character. There actually is a new character that just came out, and his name is He's support. Actually, don't know then all his stuff off the top of my head. We'll just say ultimate heal. I will heal you, and then I think I have his image URL saved here. So you just fill out this add a character thing, and this will do a post request, and it will add him to the database, and then it will re-render this home page with him added there. So that's how you add through kind of the REST API functionality. And then if you go to him, you can edit him, say maybe he's damage instead of support, and then submit. And then now if you go back to him, he is now a damage character. So that's editing, or a put request. And then you can just click on this to delete him, and it will delete. And he is gone from the list. Don't mind that one. That's me messing around with it. This is also, it's basically the same version. I just kind of made the backgrounds different so it's a little more obvious that it's using kind of a different call. So this is all done through GraphQL, Prisma, and Nexus. My Nexus server is running on host 4000 right now, localhost 4000. And it has just the same functionality, so you can just basically do the same thing. Baptiste support rifle, just kind of put some gibberish here, and there you go. Oh, that's the wrong image, but this is all done through GraphQL, GraphQL queries, querying the database. So one of the times is to do a seed script. Mine's actually all just connected to the same database, MongoDB, both for my REST API and my GraphQL server. I thought that was kind of a cool way to interact with the database in two different ways. So same functionality here. You can just go in and edit, and this is all done through GraphQL. So this guy's actually name is Wrecking Ball. Let's see here. Okay, and it is alphabetical order, so he should be, there he is. There's the second Wrecking Ball there, and then you can delete as well. So same functionality there, just using kind of the GraphQL Prisma server instead. So it's the same amount of calls. Actually, there's the four queries, get queries, and then putting, posting, and deleting as well. And then on my GitHub for this project, I should have had it pulled up, but I don't. There's all the instructions on how to do everything there, how to install the project and get it set up, a link to the running Netlify front end project. And then for the REST API, it's deployed to Heroku, and then the Prisma one is just you'd have to run it locally, and there's instructions to get that set up and running on localhost 4000. For my commits, I don't know if you want me to go over that here. I did miss a couple days this week. I have been committing through my job, but they use Bitbucket, so obviously those commits don't affect there. So this is probably 6 of the 7 days, 5 of the 7 days. But then the rest of the time, everything's been pretty strong with commits. Also the data points, the 5 meaningful data points, I kind of went over that. We got the image, the name of the character, the quote, their class, their weapon, and their ultimate move. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, just really fun project. I really had a good time doing the front end and kind of these cool cards. But it does meet all the requirements, and yeah, let me know if you have any questions. But that should be it.